Come on, see.
I never thought my mom wouldn't be here. So, I'm just a little emotional right now, because it was probably the best woman I've ever met. So, wow. Thanks, sir. Just this day, knowing that my grandmother and my mother and my brother-in-law is looking down on me, it just inspires me. So, Mom, I love you. I never talk about religion. It's just definitely not what I do. Especially never in uniform, never when I'm at work. But hey, I'm retired. But I will tell you this. This morning I got up and I was getting ready to come here. So I said, I'm going to buy me a lotto ticket. So I bought 5 tickets, right? And you wouldn't believe it, I won on every 5 tickets.
Wow.
Every single one. And I knew at that moment that my mom was here with me, and my grandma, and my brother-in-law. So I definitely want to thank them and thank them for everything. People may ask, why is the seat empty, the very first seat? Because that's my mom's seat. I look over there and I definitely can see her here. So that's why that seat is empty, and I got something for you, Mom.
Come on, see.
I'm going to deviate from my speech just a little bit, and I'll definitely read my speech. Colonel Black, so if anybody want to know, if you want to blame anybody for me being on active duty, it's him. Colonel Black, when you retire, the medical group, they give you your medical records, so you go through your records one by one. So, in 2002, I was medical boarded for an eye condition that I had for years. It started when I came in the military, and so Air Force decided they was doing shaping. So I remember I went to my first sergeant. I said, First Sergeant, they're trying to kick me out. He said, you need to prepare to get out. I said, wow, okay. So I went to Chief Johnson, and I told Chief Johnson what had happened. And Chief said, that's not right. We need to go see Colonel Black. So inside of my medical records was a letter signed by Colonel Black that allowed me to stay on active duty. So today, I'm only here today because of Colonel Black.
Amen.
I definitely thank you, sir. At Langley, it was a very diverse group. We had chiefs as flight superintendents, which was very awkward. And Chief Crumble was my flight superintendent, but more importantly, Chief was my friend. My wife cross-trained at the time into contracting. And when she cross-trained into contracting, my youngest, Jasmine, was a baby. So I remember Chief Crumble telling me, so what you going to do on Friday? I was like, Chief, I'm going home. I got babysit. Chief would literally take my kids on Friday, and I want to see my kids till Monday. She would keep my kids the whole weekend. And for that, Chief, I'll never forget you. I love you, Chief. Sergeant Williams at the time at Langley was probably my best assignment. Sergeant Williams was my supervisor after Sergeant Armstrong. So Sergeant Armstrong, I thank you. I definitely thank you for everything that you taught me. Langley Air Force Base was like a family to me, and that's why people always ask me all the time. They say, "Why do you save everybody? You always try to save everybody." I didn't care who it was. Somebody saved me, right? They saved me the first time I went to jail. And they saved me the second time. But I think it was because people saw more in me than I saw in myself at that time. I was young, I was wild, I didn't want to listen. So Sergeant Williams, thank you. I love you. I really do. Sergeant Williams is like my big brother. I just thank you. But today I wrote this speech, right? I got up here to tell everybody, I didn't want to be Sergeant Taylor anymore. I wanted to be Corey. Well, I realized that, looking at Colonel Black, Sergeant Williams, Sergeant Armstrong, Chief Crumble, Sergeant Z, I knew that I am Sergeant Taylor.
All right.
I knew that people continue to call me Sergeant Taylor because they respect me, and not because they have to. It's because that's what they wanted to. That's why, to this day, I still call Sergeant Williams, even though I may tell him anything in this world, some of the wildest things I may tell him, but I still call him Sergeant Williams. So, someone's again, I thank you, and I definitely love you. Remember Sergeant Harris, the one that wrote the thing. His thing was when he was always mad at me, he spelled out. It was me and a girl named Ty. We were two staff sergeants, and so what Ty would do was every time he got mad at us, he would spell out staff sergeant. So you could tell as soon as in the military we abbreviated SSGT. Well, he spelled it out. So I knew it. I knew right then that he upset. There's something wrong. So I would go all the way down to his office, and I would thank him, for showing us again that we made him upset and ask him what was wrong. And he said it wasn't nothing wrong, but we definitely knew. But Sergeant Williams and Sergeant Harris, I just can't thank them enough. So now I'm gonna get back to my speech. To my wife, thank you. I truly know that the best part of me is probably me. probably, it definitely is. But when I married you years ago, we beat the odds. Nobody would have ever imagined that two one-stripers would have a baby, and years later, we'll still be together. It was like a marrying thing in Idaho, where a lot of us we got married, and a lot of our friends we're still together.
All right now.
Yeah, and I love you. I definitely love you. We've came a long way together, from payday loans to vacations in the Caribbean. So you bring out the best of me. I truly know the reason why I'm here today is because of you. The Air Force bought me you, so I never regret joining the Air Force, because in the Air Force I found my best friend. You have been a mentor, my best friend, my soulmate, and the woman I can't wait to grow old with. So today, in front of everybody in here, I make you a promise. If you give me 5 years, I'll buy you that house in the Caribbean, and we'll retire together.
Amen. Amen.
Don't be inviting yourself already.
Too late.
fast with the rest of it. Jariah, my daughter, Jariah, today is the best day of my life so far. I remember when you were born, I looked in your eyes, and I knew then that I loved you. It was possible to love somebody more than you loved yourself. I've watched you grow from a baby to a young lady, and I'm proud of you. As you graduate today, I want you to know that you and your sister is my greatest accomplishment. It's not what was read earlier today, nor is it the 20 years of service, but it's you two. You have surpassed everyone's expectations as a daughter, and I love you. I love you more than life itself. To my daughter Jasmine, I remember you was first born. I knew that we probably wouldn't get along that much. I knew that because you were too much like me. What you don't know is that every time someone had told you that you couldn't do something, you not only did it, but you showed them up. I love you and all your accomplishments that you received from school and sports. Last season, I watched you be the only girl on a select soccer team. Each game, I watched you realize that you were there to compete. That you were there to compete alongside of any boy, regardless of what had happened. What you don't understand is that you beat every stereotype about boys, and by doing that, I think you set the prime example for other young ladies. I love you, Jasmine, and all that you've accomplished, and what you will accomplish in the future. My dad, today is definitely a bittersweet day because today is actually my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
All right.
I know it sucks celebrating your birthday and my retirement, but I thought it was the best way to salute you at the end of the day for everything that you've done for me. Dad, if you look around the crowd, the past 20 years, this has been our family. This has been my family for the past 20 years. Our family definitely has grown and has diversed. But Dad, I love you and I thank you for everything that you've done. To my stepmom, I love you too. You're just wonderful. To my father-in-law, father-in-law is probably the strongest man I know. You welcomed me into your family with open arms, Dad. And I remember when me and Mika, we first got married. When we were sitting in your living room, we had this plan. We said in 4 years we was gonna separate out the military. But you talked to me. Talk to Mika. Today is probably the reason why I stayed as well, is for us to make you proud, Dad. So I love you as well. To my mother-in-law down on the end, Mom, you the best. I love you. I got a good looking mother. But honestly though, Mom, Mika looks like you 20 years, I'm good. To my brothers and sisters, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-laws, I love you. And I thank you guys for coming. So today I'm going to answer the one question that I have been asked for 20 years, right? Number one question everybody always asks me. Now you know. Sir, honestly, they do. They ask me all the time. I've asked. Yeah, so yeah. When I say I'm from Iowa, nobody believes it. They're like born and raised. I'm like, yes, born and raised. Well, where I'm from in Iowa, I'm from I don't say town because everybody said you said you're from a town, from a city in Iowa. It's called Waterloo. Yep. So today I want to now, again, I want to show you that my family and my friends, we're all from Waterloo. What I want you to understand about me today is Sergeant Taylor did not happen 20 years ago. Sergeant Taylor happened 38 years ago. In Iowa, there's a group of, Waterloo was famous for the 5 Sullivan brothers. It was 5 Sullivan brothers, these 5 brothers, in January of 1942. They all joined the military together. And in 1943, they all died. They all died, 5 brothers on one ship. So what it did was, it paved the way for the War Department to adopt the sole survivor policy. So that's what Waterloo is famous for. But I tell people, what I'm more famous for is, I was a paper boy, right? So I definitely have to leave you with something inspirational. It wouldn't be me if I didn't, right? So as a kid, I was a paper boy. And on my route was this guy named Mr. R. Carter. So he lived on this street called Adams Street. So I would go to his house to collect my money. I would see a lot of stuff on his wall about airplanes and people in uniform and things like that. But I knew what a uniform was because my brother was in the Army. So I definitely knew what a uniform was. So Mr. Carter was a very nice man, and I enjoyed hearing what he had to say. So he talked to me about things as he wrote his check about the military and things like that. But what nobody understood, and I've never told this story, is for one reason, I think I was always waiting for my retirement. Well, Mr. Art Carter was the brother of Lieutenant Colonel Albert Carter, one of the 1st Tuskegee Airmen. So this morning, as I laid there in the bed, I'm actually friends on Facebook with his nephew, Mike Carter. And so I laid there and I talked to Mike this morning and I started to cry because of Tuskegee Airmen, I'm here today. So what I did with Mr. Carter today on the phone, I apologized. I apologized because I never took his stories from his dad or about his brother, Lieutenant Colonel Herbert Carter, to mine. It never crossed my mind. At 11 or 12 years old, I felt like I figured out everything. I figured it out. Life was mine. I understood everything. But today I stand in front of you and tell you that I wish I would have just took the time out to listen to what people had to tell me. So to the young airmen and NCOs, I'll definitely leave you with this. You are a lot smarter than us. A lot of us master sergeants, old master sergeants that have been here forever, you are definitely a lot smarter than us. But if you just take the time to listen to just one or two stories, you may understand that you may be hearing history. Or you can be like me, had the world figured out already, and miss out a story that may change your life. Thank you.
Wow.